The Stormlight Archive is the story of Roshar, a world of storms and war. It is a story of growth, of passion, of honor. And today, it is a story that you will tell. You are not yet heroes. You currently live in a war camp at the edge of the Shattered Plains, a vast expanse of chasms and plateaus. Today, you're traveling with soldiers and scholars loyal to an Alethi noble named High Prince Sadius. That is where our story begins. A few days ago, a high storm uncovered ruins dating back to the Silver Kingdoms. Now, you're part of an expedition sent across the burned stone to investigate what's left of those ruins. Nicholas, why don't you introduce us to your character?
Yeah, so Vekarev is a streetwise orphan that grew up on the streets of Kolinar, and he's of Makabaki and Yakaveti ancestry. So he has this bright red hair, and being a scrawny type individual, he leaned towards the academics and became a scholar.
Nice. Rich backstory there. Griff, tell us about Oru.
Oru is an Iriali that was... He is a scholar and a tide reader. However, most people don't know that since he was press-ganged into being a bridgeman and nobody pays attention to bridgemen. So he has been biding his time and trying to find a way to change his current situation.
Very cool. Tyler, tell us about Rand.
Rand is the son of a lesser Alethi noble who married a horn eater and is shunned for that. He's kind of disliked by pretty much everybody, doesn't really fit in anywhere, but because he's a really large guy and is really good with a hammer, he makes a living as a soldier and a mercenary.
Very cool. Mark, tell us about Swig.
Hello, I am Swigaino Kurano Strereref Sun, but you may call me Swig because you are Ersic Lonelander and you cannot say good name. I am Unkalaki, or Corn Eater in your Lowlander tongue. I come from the Great Peaks. I have spent time in the land of the Shin as a diplomat, getting to know their culture and their peoples, and now I am here. I am looking for interesting spren and artifacts relating to the Voidbringers.
I love it. I love that accent. And as everybody may or may not know, Unkalaki have names that are poems, and then
Yes.
they are shortened.
My
Would you
name-
like? Yeah, tell us the
Name,
poem.
if you translate to your language, my name means swims against the current in a stream reflecting the sun.
I love it.
And yeah,
First person
How will-
to tell us where that Easter egg is from in the comments gets extra bonus points this week.
yes.
Nope, nobody say it here. Okay, Trevor, tell us about Telvanor.
Elvanor is a Carbonthian, a very studious one. He knows much about his own culture, of course, but also the Thalen culture as well. He has a mistrusting inclination, but he is a skilled medic, and he has come to Sadius' war camp to offer assistance and to seek a little bit of truth.
Very cool. Justin, tell us about Kazmark.
Asmark is a young Thalen lad. He has been employed as a scout with the bridge crew. He's on the search for adventure, looking out to further horizons. Got a start as a ship's hand and has stretched his reach beyond that to these Shattered Plains.
Okay, thank you. It's midday when you reach the final plateau crossing. The expedition's scholars ride in wagons pulled by chulls, their carapace-covered legs clicking with every slow but steady step. The expedition's bridge crew carries an even heavier burden. Every time you reach the edge of a plateau, the crew heaves the bridge forward and pushes it across the chasm. As the bridgemen struggle with the heavy wooden bridge, a scout announces, "We're nearly to the ruins!" It's time to cross one more chasm, one that plunges into darkness far below you. The bridge is about 30 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 80 feet above the chasm. All of you would recognize trolls as normal beasts. They are similar to horses or cows, but as you can see, they are very insect-like. In fact, they're very crab-like. And now we come to the first scene. And for those who don't know, in the Cosmere RPG, pretty much everything is scenes. There's combat scenes, conversation scenes, and endeavor scenes. Once the bridge is in place, the caravan starts making its way across. Soldiers, bridge staff, and wagon. But as the chol reaches the midpoint of the bridge, a scraping noise begins in the chasm below. The chol scuttles to the side and snaps its claws in clear agitation, refusing to move even as soldiers bring out ropes to haul the creature forward. Is anybody interested in what the chol is doing?
I'm a little bit more interested in the scraping sound that's coming from below.
Okay. Would you like to make a perception test?
Sure.
Go for it.
Alright, let's see.
And while he's doing that, is anybody interested in what the troll is doing?
I'm interested in what the troll is doing.
I think the Chol is just an airsick lowlander, and that's why it's acting erratically.
I would like to be on the lookout for other things.
Okay. Justin, roll a survival test, and Nicholas, roll a deduction or a survival test, whichever's higher for you.
It looks like my perception came out at a 13.
Okay. You look over the edge of the chasm, but the way that the sun is hitting doesn't allow you to see anything past a few feet below the edge.
Ah, okay.
I roll a 23. Or a 21.
That's very good. And Nicholas, what about you?
Rolled a 17.
Okay. Nicholas, you know that something has spooked the Chol. Likely an apex predator. Justin, you quickly put things together, and if you would like to warn the others about what you think is coming, go ahead and make a leadership test.
All right. I'll try to warn everyone.
Okay.
That's 19 plus 1, 20.
Very nice. On the next test that we do, you can give one other character advantage. All right, so keep that in mind.
All right.
Okay. The scraping sounds grow louder, and the Chol retreats into its shell. Then, with a shriek of claws on stone, a massive creature charges up the side of the chasm. Bridgemen and soldiers scream as a chasm fiend explodes into view. With one of the creature's massive claws, they begin hauling themselves onto the bridge, scraping and splintering the wood planks. Violet-black carapace casts a shadow over the chaotic scene, and the chasm fiend's mandibles close around a fleeting scout. Does anybody want to do anything?
This would probably be the
my
place for me to
hands.
step in.
I'm gonna run.
Okay, Tyler, what was that?
I'll bring out my hammer and advance on the cabin.
Okay, and then Mark, you said you were going to run,
Yes.
And then Justin, what'd you say?
I'd like to call it to the bridge crew to brace.
Oh. Okay.
I would like to roll perception to understand the creature's weaknesses.
As you are looking at the creature, and as Ran, part Unkalaki, in front of you, starts running with his hammer, there are too many people in the way for Ran to advance very far. And before Swig can run off of the bridge, the creature's weight is too much. The bridge starts to crack, and all of you fall into the chasm. So I need each of you to make an agility or an athletics test, whichever is higher. And Justin, you can give somebody advantage on this test specifically.
How do I roll against a specific stat?
So what you're going to do is you want to roll your d20, and then you are going to add your modifier from that skill onto the d20, and that will be your result.
All right, and like which skill is that? Because I only see a couple of things on my character sheet.
Let me check it out real quick. And are you using the demiplane or the PDF?
The printed version of the PDF.
Great.
Okay.
And I will pull that up, Swig. Okay. So, for you, you have 2 in athletics or 0 and 0 in agility. Do you see that under physical in the skills section?
I see physical, strength, defense, and speed.
And then under
Oh,
that-
there's a backside to this sheet.
Oh. Do you see it now?
Health, strength, defense, speed, agility, and yes. Okay,
Very
I was
good.
looking at the wrong side. I see it now. It's all right here.
Okay. And then Justin, who do you give advantage to on this?
Let me see who looks the weakest in our group.
I would appreciate it, considering I potentially got an 8. So,
All right.
yeah.
I give Oru advantage on this.
Ooh.
Ow.
Although Vector might actually need it more.
Okay.
I will roll. I'm assuming advantage works as in it's roll twice, take the highest.
That is correct.
Okay. I will roll again, and ideally get better than an 8.
And then I need each of you to
I
roll
got-
a... Very nice.
Considerably.
That is much better. Actually, it's about the same.
How do I do a skill roll within,
With the which one?
within the chat?
That is a great question. Griff, how are you doing the skill roll from your character sheet?
I mean, I'm using the demiplane one. There's a little number to the left of whatever skill. If you click on that, it'll open up like a window on the side that has your bonus, and then you'll just hit the roll button at the bottom of that. However, if you're not using the demiplane sheet, you'd probably just have to type in /R and then whatever die plus your bonus into the chat.
Yep.
And that'll roll that.
Okay.
Can
Wait,
I also
I thought it was just you roll a d20 and then you add the number next to the athletics or agility.
That's right. That is exactly correct, Trevor.
Yeah, that is,
The way to do it
Oh.
says it's an agility check.
And then
Okay.
I need everybody to roll a d6 for me, because we need to raise the stakes on each of these rolls.
You need to roll what?
A d6. So you can put /R 6, or if you have a d6, or I could roll a d6 for you.
do you want me to hit the raise the stakes button and see if that works?
Yes.
If you look in the chat, that's what happens if you use the your character sheet to do the
Oh,
dice
if you
rolls
just
for
do
raising
raise-
stakes. Yep.
So I think you have to connect it with the
Okay.
skill.
Oh, okay. I'll just type it in.
Okay.
Woo!
Anybody,
I won.
Anybody
Who
that
survived?
got yeah. So everybody rolled, right? Everybody's got their skill roll plus their complication or opportunity roll. So this is what happens. The bridge is broken in the center, but its ends grind against the chasm's uneven walls, slowing its fall. People on the edges of the bridge tumble over the side as it leans in the direction of the chasm fiend, but some people cling to the bridge. If you rolled a 5 or less, you're going to take 1d6 impact damage and suffer an injury. Did anybody roll less than a 6 on their, or less than a 5 on their d20 roll? I didn't think so. Anybody that rolled between 6 and 14 will take 1d6 impact damage. So go ahead and roll that. And then anybody that rolled a 15 or higher takes no damage.
Damn.
Did anybody roll a 5 or a 6 on their d6?
For damage?
I just did.
For the raise the stakes.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. So Trevor and Vekarev, Nicholas, you both get to help a different character take only half damage. So who
Who's
took
the
damage?
weakest?
I took damage.
And how much
I'm
damage
not-
you take?
I took 3 damage.
I took
Okay.
6 damage. I'd appreciate a hand.
I will help him.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
then Nicholas, will you help Griff?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so you all take
Perfect.
half damage from that. Round down
Are we rolling down?
Because-
Okay, rolling down.
because life's short. Okay, and then did anybody roll a 1 or a 2 on their raising the stakes?
I
I
did.
did.
Great, that's 2 of you. Choose
How do
a
you do
weapon. Roll a d6, or I can roll one for you.
You use the demiplane integrated thing, then it'll be the like the sunburst symbol too.
Ooh. Oh. How do you roll dice
What's up,
again?
Alex?
Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay.
Just slash roll and then space the die you want to roll.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so just to break in here really quick.
Yes.
It looks like if you let us know that we're raising the stakes beforehand, we can apply the raise the stakes button to the skill roll, and I think it'll all wrap together. So
I will do that. And if anybody from the Cosmere RPG is watching this, you should definitely put in bold when you ask people to raise the stakes, because that is very hidden in the page, FYI. Okay, for those of you, Trevor, did you end up rolling a d6?
No, you said you would roll one for me.
You got a 6.
thought
Did
you
anybody
were
else take
rolling.
damage? You're good. I did. Yep, I sure did. You got a 6. Which is great. Okay, so for those who rolled a 1 or a 2, choose a weapon or a piece of gear that is broken.
I guess my knife seems likely to have broken.
That sounds reasonable.
I've got my side sword that would originally be broken too, since I don't use it. And it would have been on my hip.
That sounds good. Okay. The bridge lands with a deafening crash on the Chasm Fiend itself, breaking a few of the beast's smaller legs. The Chasm Fiend roars in pain and recoils from the collapsed bridge, pulling free and retreating into the west. Tyler, when you were going to attack the Chasm Fiend, what was your character's intent?
My intent was to try and push it away from everybody else and knock it off the bridge.
Cool. I'm going to say that sounds like you were trying to protect others.
Sure.
Does anybody else feel like they acted from a specific intent that maybe a Spren might be paying attention to? Cool.
I think I tried to help others.
You did. You did. I'll keep that in mind.
I was definitely scared being the first time I'd seen something so large.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay. Down in the chasm, it's almost like you've fallen into another world. The canyon walls are smooth, worn down by millennia of flash floods. Vines and furrow brooms glow here, attended by the glowing green motes of lifespan. The bridge is crushed beyond repair, and the bodies of your companions lie beside it. Faint groans emit from underneath the broken planks. You all are not the only survivors of the crash. I'm going to move us to that page. And here we are. Nope. Zoom out. Move that. Boom. Okay. So here we have Alaya Metal. Anybody who is not... Oh, you know what?
I believe most people are seeing black. I believe you're going to need to apply a light source to the page.
Oh. You know what? Let me do this. Oh, that's why. I remember now. Do 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 do. What about now?
I'm still seeing black.
That's dumb. Okay.
I also see black.
You get
If you
vision.
I'm seeing it.
You're seeing
can
it?
see-
Yeah.
Great. And
Seeing. Map and people.
now Griff should also.
Now I am seeing, yes, a map and people.
And almost. For some reason, when you have player characters, you have to go in and give them vision. I don't know why that's
Yeah,
not the default.
I can let you know afterwards how to set that in the settings of the game so that it's default rather than something you have to do
Good to know.
consistently.
Okay, so 2 soldiers made it through the disaster and at least 1 bridgeman. As you help others out of the rubble, you survey the surviving members of the expedition. What do others notice about you? And take a moment to think about it, and then we'll cycle through. And whoever wants to start can go, and then I'll call.
I'm taking
order.
sketches and notes of everything I see,
Okay, very cool.
just in case it finds if we all die.
Yeah, that
I'm busy looking at all the life sprint hovering around.
and if somebody who did not know you were to look at you, would they notice are you light-eyed or dark-eyed? Maybe you have a tattoo or an unusual hair color or hairstyle?
I think most people looking at me would notice the very distinct Ariali golden hair and golden skin and light yellow eyes.
That makes sense. Justin, what about you?
I am Thalen, so I have long eyelashes or eyebrows
That's right.
going back to my ears. I have kind of darker skin, but my eyes aren't dark or light. They're kind of something else. As a scout of the party, I'm getting a vantage point above the wreckage, trying to call for who needs help, but I'm clearly preoccupied with looking up the canyon walls, looking out for the return of the monster.
Okay, so you're looking up the canyon walls looking for the monster. You're not calling up to the top of the canyon, though.
No.
Okay. Got it. And then, Tyler, what would somebody notice about Ran?
Rand is a big, red-haired, light-eyed guy in armor, and I would have just quietly moved over and started moving debris to help dig people out. Not saying much at all.
Gotcha. Okay, and then has anybody not said? No, that was everybody, right? Oh, Trevor. Yeah.
Yeah, Telvanor here. I raced over with the medic training in me to go and see if someone needed help. But when I got to the scene, became very studious as a Carbranthian. I was inspecting the platform from which we fell, inspecting people, like more so than the scene itself. And so if someone's looking at me, they might see that I have a very suspicious look on my face as I'm checking everybody out.
Okay. So when y'all were describing some of those things, I heard some skill tests that we're going to make. So Trevor, we'll start with you. I'd like you to make a medicine test. You do notice there's a bridgeman. The oldest bridgeman on the crew, Doral, is still alive. He pulls himself into a sitting position, wincing in pain, and lays his hand gently over his broken left leg. Forcing a smile, he speaks in a quiet voice. Bridge 9, we've always been survivors. By the Almighty, we'll survive this. So give me a medicine check.
How do you do that?
So, yeah, you'll roll a d20, and then you'll add whatever modifier you have for your medicine skill, which I can pull that up
I
real
don't see
quick.
medicine.
It should be the bottom of your cognitive.
Oh, I see it. Yep. Thank you.
So you
Okay.
get plus 2 to
so-
that.
So 12 plus 2 is 14.
Okay. You look at the leg, and you're not really sure what to do with it. It is so badly mangled. And then, let's see.
Damn.
Tyler, you said that Rand was going to look for survivors, and Justin,
Yes.
you said that as well too, right?
I'm looking out for danger.
Gotcha.
So just kind of perched above the wreckage, both looking everywhere.
Okay. Let's see. Tyler, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sure.
Test. And while he's doing that, Nicholas, remind me what you're doing during this time.
I was taking drawings and notes of everything I saw, and I started looking for ways to get out of the chasm if possible.
Gotcha. Okay, Tyler, nice. You do find a young bridgeman named Aaron underneath some of the rubble. He is crawling in orange pain spren. Huh. Okay. And then, Griff, what are you doing?
I'm actually gonna see, did our bridge sergeant end up down here along with us?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Not my greatest,
I had a
but
question
I'll do
too.
my best.
What was that, Trevor?
Well, I had a question too on the gentleman with the mangled leg. Is it
Doral?
What do you mean by mangled? Can I look for any rot spren?
There's no rot spren yet. It is crawling with pain spren. Little orange hands are crawling all over it.
Is it bloody? Is it like an open wound?
It's not open. It's just in a shape that you've never seen a leg before.
Cool. All right. Not
All right,
cool,
I got a
but-
14 perception.
Okay. Oru sees underneath the carriage the hand of the sergeant, and he is holding something.
I am going to go over and surreptitiously pick up what I assume.
Make a thievery test.
Okie dokie.
All right, and sorry about that. My laptop decided it was going to die when it said it had 40% battery. So I am back.
Dang. Okay, welcome back. Okay,
Got a 12.
you sure did. You find a pouch that contains 5 diamond marks as well as your pain reel.
Okay, I'm going to stash that inside. Do our clothes have pockets? I don't actually know. I can't remember if bridgeman uniforms had pockets.
I don't think they do. No,
Okay.
you'd be able to. Yeah, no, there's definitely pockets because they carry
Okay.
marks. Bridgemen get paid.
Oh, that's
However,
right. Yeah.
Are there 2 Griffs here? Yeah.
There shouldn't be.
Yeah, I just had extra. That
It
is.
might be me by accident.
Was it?
Yeah, mine is up here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna delete that and then. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Right. Griff, as Oru takes this from the hand of the dead sergeant, you are not able to conceal this from the other characters. So if anybody feels particularly strongly about Oru taking this bag from one of the dead, you definitely saw it. Otherwise, it's up to you whether your character would do anything about it.
I wrote it down furiously.
Furiously. Okay.
Accountability.
If
Mark,
I
are you
notice
back with us?
anybody, if I notice anybody noticing me, I'm just gonna put a finger up to my lips like a like
Ooh.
you know.
Okay. Did Mark come back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. In case you missed it, Griff found a bag of marks from the dead bridge sergeant that also contains his pain reel, and he
A
was
bag of
unable to
knees?
hide that.
A bag of me's.
Yeah. A bag of use. That's right. Okay. There is a sense of urgency that the Chasm Fiend will return, but if anybody feels strongly that their character would do something else before the next scene occurs, if you want to go ahead and tell me what that is, you can roll for it.
Are there anything down in the bottom of this chasm that would look like the ruins or artifacts that we came out here to investigate?
So the scholar Alaya Mittal, who is the leader of the expedition, or rather the reason for the expedition, she sees you looking around, trying to scry if any of the walls contain these ruins, and she, thankful for the distraction, walks over to you and tells you that the ruins are still a bit northward, I think. So it may be a while before we get to them. I wish they were here too.
Okay.
Okay. If nobody else has anything, we will move on. Cool. The next scene is called On Your Own. I wonder if that would have been cool if I was reading those. Anyways, the 2 surviving soldiers are the first to give up searching for supplies or survivors. Captain Selinar mutters, "We need to get moving before that chasm fiend returns." The heavyset spearman beside him nods, then shouts up to the chasm, "Help! Help us!" Selinar slaps him. "Varda, you cram-sucking idiot! You'll bring the beast down on us." Even so, both men look up to the edge of the chasm. There's no response. At this point, Captain Selinar is simmering with barely contained rage. He shoves Varda away. The scholar, Alaya Mittal, starts to speak. "Perhaps we should..." But Selinar interrupts her. "Brightness, this entire storming suicide mission is your fault. Just do what I say." Anger spren pool like blood at the captain's feet. He shouts at Varda to get moving, then stalks toward the old bridgeman Doral. "We'll leave this one as bait for the chasm fiend." Selinar unsheaths his sword and holds it above the older man. For a moment, the captain's green eyes seem to flash red. If you would briefly put your characters where you think they would be at this moment. And this
I'm assuming
is Selinar.
green top. I'm assuming this green top thing is the carriage.
That's correct.
Okay, then I'd probably be here.
Okay, and let me just check real quick. Yeah. Okay. So, it looks like Justin and Tyler, your characters are the closest to Selenar. You have a moment to react to what Selenar just did, which is pulling out his sword, and he is moving towards Doral, which is this guy right here. Yeah.
I would step over and put my hammer in between them.
Okay. Let's see.
So, right there.
Okay, I would like you to make a athletics test.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Are you would you like to attack him, or you're just blocking?
Just blocking.
Okay, in that case, the sword is going to come down onto you.
Ooh.
I'd like you to make an agility test.
Okay. It's an 18.
Ooh, good roll.
Very nice. Okay, then we're definitely going to have him attack your physical defense, which... that's what I needed. Let's see, let me read this real quick. Strike +4. Okay. His sword comes down on your armor. It's knocked off of its path by your hammer, and you take no damage because you're that badass. Okay. And because of that, you are now in a fight with Selenar.
Okay.
Anybody who thinks that their character would join this fight, let me know.
As
I
as
join
I'm
the fight.
next to act,
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and take a tagging shot at Salazar.
Okay. What does that do?
Oh, a tagging shot. It's just a fancy shot of my bow that allows me to move 5 feet, make a range attack, and then on the hit or graze, they become my quarry.
Okay. I think so. Pause on that idea.
Yeah.
Because Ran has initiated the combat. What we're going to do is we are going to start with everybody deciding whether they're in combat or not, and then we'll choose fast and slow turns,
Right.
and then you can act. Yeah. So, who thinks that their character would be in this combat?
I would join the fight.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay. Does anybody feel like their character wouldn't?
I am sluggishly hauling my big heavy shield to come provide
The shield that saved
defensive
your
support.
life. Yeah.
Yes.
Mark, what about you?
Probably not. Not in the combat.
Okay,
I'm a scholar,
that's fair.
diplomat.
Okay. So this is how it's going to work.
I assume
Go
that
ahead.
since combat has started, there's no chance for me to try to talk him down.
You can do that during your turn in combat,
Okay.
if you would like.
Sure.
And that will be a skill test, a persuasion or intimidation, that kind of thing.
Yes. Okay.
So be prepared for that. So combat in the Cosmere RPG is split into fast and slow rounds. Fast PCs will move, then fast NPCs, and then slow PCs and slow NPCs. PCs being player characters, NPCs being non-player characters. So, right now, you, as a player, need to decide whether your character is going to take a fast turn or a slow turn. If you take a slow turn, you get 3 actions. If you take a fast turn, you get 2 actions. It seems like this is a great place to pause.
We get to the fight.
Join us next week as Selinar likely gets his boots handed to him